we're hoping you can hear us because we don't have our mics. But
and there's a train in the background. I don't know if you can hear that.
When John and I first got married, he loved trains, and actually
I still do.
Yeah, it still does. And at that time collected them. And so kind of by marriage, I have like learned to love trains. And we literally walked down to the water the perfect time that this train was coming by, and yeah, the conductor was awesome. We were waving, he waved at us. You can hear that he blew his horn, so that was just very special. So this place is just very cool.
Yeah, right on the Deschutes, right on the water, train. I mean, I couldn't have picked a better thing. This is such a surprise, so awesome.
And it's a BNSF train. If you any train geeks out there, we're with you. We love them too. Well, we are waiting to see if there is a spot after driving about 7-8 miles down a gravel road. We're gonna see if we can get a spot. You're good.
Okay, so we're on the Deschutes River. We don't have a river view, but we do have a view of these just spectacular mountains around us. So that's exciting. We had to go down probably 7 or 8 miles down a washboard road to get to the campsite. I think there's more campgrounds, or I know there's more campgrounds past us, but just to be nice to the trailer, to be nice to everything we have, we decided that we would take this spot since it was open.
Yeah, this is the first trip we've taken the Casita down such a rough road.
Yeah, no, for sure, and it was fine. I mean, but
I think John's heart hurt a little bit.
My heart did hurt a little bit. So what we're gonna do now is just kind of level it. There's nothing to plug in, right? We're dry camping again, and we're in a BLM campground. So
Jones Creek. However, this campground is $12 a night.
Yeah, on the weekends. Yeah.
During the week, it's $8.
So what I'm asking Carrie about right now, the trailer's pretty good this way, but I'm asking Carrie if she wants to maybe get it more level than that, or if she's okay with that amount of level. And
I think I want to bring it so if you can see.
You want to bring it more to the.
Let me see if I can get that. Yeah, I want to bring it over this way a little bit.
Yeah. So the more the bubble on this one, the more the bubble is to the driver's side, the way Carrie wants to bring it, the more our heads will be up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think if it was going to be off, she'd probably rather have it be off on our heads are up instead of our heads being down a little bit. So we'll do that. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. So this is a little leveling deal. We'll roll up on it, and as we roll up on it, it'll lift this wheel on this side, and as it lifts the wheel, the bubble will try to go up that way.
And usually I kind of like stand, and John will open his window, and I'll be like, okay, it's level.
And that's what we'll do. And we have to almost overdo it or underdo it, because as you stop the truck, it'll move a little bit, right? So depends on how we're going. So, and on this, all we do is we just put it right here, and as we roll, that'll bring this wheel up.
Perfect.
So
I'll show you my position when John does this, and he does this without killing me, which is so nice. But basically, I stand here. He goes very slow, and I just watch for that bubble to become perfect.
All right, so now we'll continue chalking it. These little red ones are actually made to go with that level one that I did. So I'm gonna put this on this side, and then we'll use 2 rubber ones on the other side. And then for the first time, we have these pads that we can use to help distribute some of the weight from the jack. And so we'll do that because Carrie was a little bit worried about the way it was fitting in the dirt yesterday.
So this
we'll
is our second trip with the electric jack.
Yeah.
And so far it is great. It's been very easy.
Love it. So.
All right, so I'll follow you. And I don't think we paid a lot for those wedge things, do we?
No, I think it was only like $15.
Yeah.
So it wasn't maybe 20, but it was pretty inexpensive.
Isn't this place beautiful? I was telling John, it reminds me of Ireland. And typically this place gets very dry in the summer, so we've never seen it green. Look at this, it's like a lush meadow. All right, we gotta catch up to John. So he just chalks the front and the back, and just like that, easy as pie.
So you can see this one. So this chuck right now looks level, but it's gonna go out of level as we get the jack, or as we get the truck off the thing. So after we get the truck off, we'll move the truck forward and bring this back down until this is level as well.
So when we first got the trailer, we bought these. We have never used them, so we are just opening them with you guys.
Yeah, so I think this will be kind of fun. Try to do this, distribute the load a little bit. I know, like I said, Carrie was...
It looked like to me it was leaning to the left, but John just said it was the way the ground was. So this is just going to help distribute more evenly. Okay, I will say, sorry for the wind.
Yeah, it's windy.
I will say, since putting on the electric jack, we used to have the wheel. This felt so much more stable while being in the trailer. So that's a win.
It does, I'm just getting it.
Oh man, what a difference. Somebody had mentioned to me, definitely use leveling blocks when leveling your trailer, and we were kind of like, okay, we get it. It distributes the load a little bit easier. But what a difference from John doing this today than what we experienced at the Crooked River. Like, this looks like it's meant to do what it's doing. So that's a win.
That's a win.
All right, so what my job now is to do is John is going to start lowering the jack, and I'm gonna watch the dot and tell him when it gets in the middle. Right. I would dare to say we almost look professional.
Almost. First time.
A couple years ago, John and I were fortunate enough to go to Ireland, and we went to the Gap of Dunlow. If you've ever been there, let me know, but it is absolutely beautiful. And we did a walk. I wouldn't call it necessarily a hike, even though it was very hilly, but it was, I remember it was like a road we were on, but we did this walk through the Gap of Dunlow. And I can't tell you how long we did, because I just remember I felt like we went forever, but it was just absolutely gorgeous. And this place, and I think it's just because it's so green. I was just telling John, I'm like, this place totally reminds me of where we were at in Ireland. So it just feels very special here. It's very quiet. We have actually only ever been back here. I've only been back here once. John's come back here a few times to fish, but we've actually never camped back here. We just used the day use area. So I'm actually super excited because I think we're just seeing it at a really special time. It's very windy, but just seeing it like a very special time of it just being green and very lush. And it usually gets really hot back here. Like you wouldn't want to necessarily camp back here in July. Am I right?
Probably not, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just, I think we are here at like the perfect time, and it's actually kind of, it's a little cool. I think it was supposed to get down to 40 tonight, so it will be a little cool. So we'll definitely use our propane heater, but yeah, it just feels super special to be here. And so proud of our little Casita for making that drive down that gravel road, because that was no joke. John's actually opening a beer. And yeah, so I'm glad you guys are here with us. Not a bad coffee morning view.
Yeah, not a bad way to wake up, and checkout here is not till 2, so we have plenty of time.
Good morning. So we actually slept really well last night. The camper is just so incredibly cozy, and we are in a spot that I am just in love with. However, we are definitely dry camping. Again, no hookups, nothing like that. No big deal, right? But sometimes you miss the, creature comforts of being able to use our water in our trailer, our, sink. There is no like dumping stations out here, so we haven't been doing like utilizing the sink or the toilet or anything. But you know what? You get out in a space like this, as you can see behind me, it's pretty incredible. You get out in a space like this and it kind of makes up for everything. But anyway, we actually don't have a ton of food with us this trip. In my previous video, you saw that we were on the Crooked. I made a pot of spaghetti and we had some bread with it. And then we actually picked up camp earlier than we thought. We spent one night there and decided to come out here, which we're on the Deschutes River. And I was like, should we stop by the store? Which we ended up getting a little bit more water. Navy has plenty of like dog food, but John's just like, hey, you know what? Let's have leftover spaghetti. So we did. And but I am out of dish soap, so I'm using my Dr. Bronner's lavender, which I love this stuff. This is what I shower with all the time.
But I figure, you know what, that'll do. I've seen people wash their dishes with it before. And I've literally used this pot all weekend. This is how I reheated my spaghetti last night. And this is how I'm going to heat some water today, because we're doing a what's in the pantry breakfast. And luckily I had Bob's Red Mill. I don't know if you've ever had like his stuff. He does quinoa, rices, oatmeal. His oatmeal is definitely my favorite. And I told John, I'm like, you know what? The apples and cinnamon is calling my name. And usually I'm not an apples and cinnamon kind of gal. I like my maple and brown sugar, but I'm going to go ahead and do this morning. So I'm going to clean my pan really quick. John has this gas. It's called Gas One. You can use butane or propane. We just happen to have butane. It's our 1-burner stove. We love it. It's super light, super portable. So I actually did reheat my spaghetti in the camper last night, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to heat up the water out here. So, and I definitely feel like when you're camping, like it's important to get things clean. I get it. So especially like your food, so you don't get sick, like the stuff you use to cook your food, so you don't get sick or anything. But I definitely feel like standards are lowered a little bit. So nonetheless, this is gonna smell great. I love Dr. Bronner's stuff though. We have a local store called New Seasons, and I love it. It's kind of like a baby Whole Foods. Definitely smaller than Whole Foods. And so anyway, they're in our local neighborhood, and I love them. Whatever psychologist or psychiatrist they had come in when they were planning that store to kind of do, or whoever they would bring in to do a study on what's going to bring people into this store, they did a good job, because every time I go to this store, I just feel happy. And no judgment. I use a lot of paper towels. But anyway, we have a local New Seasons, and once a year they have the Dr. Bronner stuff on sale, and lavender is my favorite. The orange one's really good too, and so is the tea tree oil. But once a year, because these are usually, I would say, close to like $20 for the big ones that I get. And like, we still have 2 of our adult children still live with us because they're going to college full time, and then me and John. And so we use it. All of us use it. And so when you get that really good sale of $20, or really, they have it on sale, I think, for $10 from $20. It's like literally 50% off. I think I bought like 4. So I loved it. But this is the first time using it as dish soap. I do bathe my dogs in it. You can pretty much, people do laundry with it. I love it. So, all right. So I'm just gonna get this rinsed out a little bit more so I don't have lavender flavored oatmeal, which I don't think I will. All right. So this is garbage. So this is like a self light. You just turn it on and it's on. Like, it's seriously that easy. So love it. Oh, I need to put some water in. And I was actually going to boil some water later anyway, because I have our coffee cups that I need to rinse out. So whatever's left, nothing will go to waste. So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy some Bob's Red Mill this morning and just enjoy this incredible view. So glad you guys are with us.
Good. All right. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to set the code on our Bauer NE door lock on our Casita. The Bauer NE is a 4-touch pad button programmable deadbolt lock. Just wake up the lock. To wake up the lock, you must touch the area next to the buttons. Set factory code. The Bauer has a factory set code of 3715 followed by enter. So it's probably good that we're setting this, because if all of them come with 3715 is their factory code, probably it's not very good. Probably not. Oh yeah.
So the factory.
Yeah, watch. Let me just double check I have my keys. So
this is a factory code we're putting in.
and then the deadbolt's locked. Now it's unlocked.
All right, so friends, if you own a Casita and you have not done this, change your code now, because all of these come with that factory code.
Show it now.
So I'm going to show this way so we don't show our code. Not that we don't trust you, but you know, we like to keep some things private. So enjoy the view while John sets it. And yeah.
Okay, we set our code. It was super easy. Definitely set yours. And if you do have a Casita or you do have a Bauer lock, let me know if your initial factory code was 3715, because I'm hoping it wasn't for everybody, but yeah, set it. It was easy.
Well, seeing how it is Sunday, checkout's at 2, but it is definitely getting late enough that we're gonna start tearing down the trailer. And if you guys want to see a little bit of that, stick around. I will show you.
All right, we're getting ready to move, so I'm gonna lock it up and then we'll start tearing it down. Okay, so something I sometimes forget to do is take my back jacks down. I've done that twice now. Before I start moving the front of the trailer up to be able to get onto the ball of the truck. So we'll take the back jacks down right now. Leaving the chocks on. I don't know why, but I'm always worried that I'm gonna back up and the hitch won't be high enough for the ball of the truck to get under. So I'm always asking Carrie to wash that for me, even though I probably raise it way more than I need to most of the time. Even as I'm raising this, I'm worried that I left the jacks down, even though I know I just pulled them up. I think I'm good. So now I'm gonna back up. We'll let Carrie make sure she lets me know if I'm too low. Did you hear those things uncompress? Oh. So it sounded like as the jack was raising up, those plastic things kind of uncompressed a little bit. So maybe it is nice to have them down there to kind of distribute that weight. Sweet, we're hooked up. I'm gonna get the cord plugged in, get the safety chains on. We'll do a trailer brake check also, or trailer light check.
Navy's here to help with the light check.
All right, reverse lights are on.
So John's truck does this for us automatically.
Yeah, it looks like it only goes through one time if I started from the, oh no, here we go. So now we've got turn signal. It'll do brake, there's brake, and reverse. So we're good.
Sweet. We are getting ready to pull out, and we've had a really great time. This location is amazing, and I'm just gonna go throw some garbage away, and then we have the 7-mile drive down the washboard road, which, you know, whatever, it is what it is. It got us in this incredible location, and thanks so much for, you know, hanging out with us this weekend on this trip. Love having you here. Love doing this with you and for you. And always leave your campsite better than you found it. Believe in yourself. Get out and you can do this too. And we're always here for you to answer any questions. I'd appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. I'm sending you guys love, and I'm sending you peace, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.